A financial powerhouse has rejected BTC. Crypto venture capital money is flowing in, but it's a trickle. XRP network, massive decline in active addresses. We'll talk XP price at the end.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Yeah, you heard me right. Another denial of Bitcoin. But before we get into news, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it beginning of the next video. Mike Allen starts us off, says, rumor on the street is the Federal Reserve will regulate crypto. What a disaster that will be. Oh my gosh, I hope that's just a rumor because the Fed messes everything up. Needed trail bosses. Oh, the Titanic turned global warming. Getting gold again. Best outtake on BTC ever. Got to throw out one last for the algorithms. Love your take. Love your enthusiasm, kind sir. Yeah, make sure you catch the end of the videos. I always throw a hot take out there for you. John Connor, better known as Juan Connor, says memes need to be under gambling. Yeah, memes are going to be regulated as collectibles, just like you would with Pokemon cards. That is messed up. The little old man says $1.20. That would be great. Talking about XRP and buying the dip. Got XRP news for you that you need to hear, but let's get into that heat map. Bitcoin's in at 84,780. ETH is 2162. XRP's at 214. Well, we're starting to see some deeper green happen. Look at H-bar. Sub 20 cents, now up 15% to 23. XLM is trying to fight for that 30 cent mark, 29.8. Near Protocol, Aptos, Fathom, they're all there. Doge, 20 cents. So we're starting to see some things thaw, but the macros suck ass, and it all has to do with this chart right here. I'll have that video linked at the end. Check it out. Venture capital funding figures lead with $200 million. Okay, basically the funding was way down, but they were able to score a big one. Figure was in the last week of the month, an extra $200 million. It is way down, venture capital funding. And venture capital funding is what we use in order to build on crypto. So if rates are high for a long time, that means what, everyone? That means building will slow down as well. SEC classifies meme coins like collectibles, like Pokemon cards and baseball cards. Can't make this crap up. So if you've got a top loader, no, just kidding, not with the top loader. Basically, what they're saying is you're not going to get as much protections if you buy meme coins. The SEC has made a critical determination in the meme coins do not qualify as securities under the Securities Act of 1933. This ruling stems from the agency's analysis that meme coins lack key characteristics that define securities, primarily the promise of future income or value derived from the active participation of a corporation. How do you feel as meme now being treated like a collectible? This is a total 180 change from the SEC. As noted by the SEC, meme coins drive their value from community hype and cultural appeal rather than fundamental utility. Whoa. Showcasing the reliance on social trends rather than intrinsic utility. Unlike established cryptos like BTC and ETH, which possess functional use cases or in transactions in decentralized applications, meme coins operate predominantly on speculative value. Isn't the majority of crypto speculative right now because we haven't seen the utility come to action? Consequently, this decision implies that investors in meme coins are exposed to heightened risk since they are not categorized as securities. None of the investor protections typically surrounding trading securities applies. All right, BTC rejected by the Swiss National Bank, and that's another economic powerhouse that says no. Essentially, BTC is getting shot down like a Japanese plane in World War II all across Europe. I probably could have thrown like a European World War II reference in there, but that's what I came up with this morning. Yeah, let's learn. The SNB, Swiss National Bank, views cryptocurrencies as a small, volatile, niche phenomenon, unsuitable for central bank reserves. Shot down, denied, rejected. You were trying to get some, and the Swiss National Bank was like, no, oh, girlfriend, you're not putting your hand on there. A Swiss initiative is pushing for a public vote to mandate that the SNB is to include Bitcoin in reserves. Not sure they're going to get the votes. The Swiss National Bank has made its stance on Bitcoin crystal clear. It's not interested. Despite global growing adoption and a push from Swiss crypto advocates, President Martin Schlegel has firmly rejected the idea of adding Bitcoin to the reserves. In a recent interview, he explained why. Now listen to these three risks, and you tell me if this applies to any of the cryptos that you're into to see if maybe the Swiss would want to include yours. Okay, why they won't hold Bitcoin. high volatility. Cryptocurrencies are extremely unpredictable, making them unreliable for storing long-term value. Liquidity concerns as well. The S&P reserves must be easy to access and use quickly when needed for monetary policy. Crypto has that. You could pretty much at any time sell on exchanges. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have no problem buying or selling crypto at any time I want. I don't sit there and wait for it. So the liquidity concerns, I don't know about that one. Security risks. Since digital assets rely on software, they're vulnerable to bugs and cyber threats, making them riskier than traditional reserves. Referencing the Bybit hack, everyone. I'm telling you, that Bybit hack did a lot of damage to the confidence of the crypto ecosystem. So, Swiss and the European Central Bank deny BTC. Let's talk about XRP's network activity, down by 50%. Oh, that's not good. According to a chart from Glassnode, XRP had 203,000 active addresses on December 2nd when things were hyping and going nuts. Okay, so we're comparing it to nutso period to not nutso period. Then, that was when its price was 272. Now, you've got 101,000 active addresses with the price of now even less than that. Okay, I'm sharing that because that's significant reduced on-chain engagement. And we go to crypto as speculation, crypto as utility, and crypto being used. So if it's still just a speculative bubble, well, we're going to run into some big problems. So with those addresses, those active addresses pulling back to only 100,000, that's not crazy of a network. That's not that crazy of an ecosystem. So honestly, the flow of money also affects people actively using the chains. Ripple's partner, SBI, shares a really good XRP right up here. I'm going to have this and all the other articles linked down below. Seriously, if you got like 10 minutes or so, read this one. It gets a bit into the weeds and kind of talks about XRP in circulation, how much is being burned, how much is being used, price, and all that kind of stuff. Really a good one to read from SBI. I just didn't want to get too, gritty with the details on that, but it's linked down below. All right, overall crypto look. All right, we're sitting at 22 out of 100, so it's still BTC dominant. I'm trying not to sneeze, my bad. 24-hour volume with crypto is at 111 billion, down 37%, so the exchanges are still making tons of money. Swinging it on over to XRP directly, we're sitting at 214, a market cap of 124 billion. Right now, the volume is still healthy at 4.3 billion, but it's down from the highs of yesterday. Also, price-wise, down from the highs as well. Zooming out to the 7-day, be very careful with this rebound that we saw. The macros are not looking good. PCE, CPI, PPI are all looking bad and are trending in the wrong direction. I'm telling you, this chart right here tells you all need to hear. It's linked at the end of this video. So, for XRP, no, I don't believe we're out of the trouble zone yet. I still think you've got lots of opportunity to push sub $2. In fact, look at the upbit pairing, right? The upbit pairing only has a 4-cent discrepancy at $500 million in volume. That is right now the biggest pairing for XRP, okay? And we've seen when the Koreans start gobbling it up, that's when the rebound occurs. Well, the Koreans, they're not gobbling it up as crazy as they did on Sunday Bloody Sunday. So they might let this thing bounce even lower. We're talking sub $2 XRP isn't that far away. Only like 5% drop. And that's easy. We could see that with crypto within seconds. So right now, my alerts are $2.25 on the high end, $2 on the low end. Snipers, be ready. Why? Because if you've been playing your cards right, you've been able to nab sub $2 XRP a couple times this month. And honestly, the macros look horrible. So you might have even more chances nabbing sub $2 XRP. And the worst part is, we're going to get stablecoin regs first. Crypto regs are going to come a while down the road. And even the stablecoin regs are going to be slow. And even crypto strategic reserve is going to take forever. As Lumens yesterday said, yo, states are going to beat the feds in that race. What a joke. Is the Titanic says, yo, screw global warming. Let's steer into the iceberg. So with XRP, active addresses are down, but it makes sense because active addresses were bonkers when the whole network and whole cryptoverse was going crazy. Do I worry about those active address stats? No, not really. Do I wish they were higher? Well, yeah, I think we all wish that there was more activity on XRPL, a lot more activity than just speculation. But that growth, right, the growth of utility comes with venture capital players putting their money in the market. And venture capital is staying away because rates are staying higher for longer. And since crypto is risky, You don't want to use expensive money when you play in the risky crypto pool. You want cheaper money to play in that pool. And speaking of crypto risk, well, the Swiss National Bank is saying it right there. Crypto is way too volatile, way too risky for us to get into. That's not good. You've got pretty much the whole European zone saying, nah, we're not interested in this BTC stuff at all. With XRP, you got players out there going, yo, we know what we can do with it, but we're really not using it for moving money where it's affecting the price. It's just moving based on macros and based on news cycles, which becomes a bit frustrating. But that allows you to be able to snipe and gobble up some cheap XRP if you're ready for it. With CPI, PPI, CPE, and the FOMC meeting, and the Snoop DOGG happening in March. Hey, by the way, happy March 1st, happy Saturday. But no, seriously, with all that stuff going on, they're all looking negative. Housing inventories are probably going to be really, really negative. It's not going to garner the weight right now in March, but when we get to that April, May, June, the home selling season, if homes are sucking, well, guess what? We're going to have even more problems. Food is going up. Energy costs aren't doing what we need them to do. So, yeah, we've got a lot of problems on the horizon that you need to be aware of. Now, earlier in the video, I showed you a chart, right? It looked good on one end and kind of poopy on the other end. That video is up on the screen right now. Deep dive on why in 4 weeks, yes, just 4 weeks, the market completely flipped from bullish to bearish. See it because I also go deep dive on XRP. Video is up on the screen. And of course, what everyone, you know the deal. Choo choo, bitches.